Robert retired at 62. He had a pension. Every month, a check arrived for the rest of his life. He did not manage it. He did not worry about market crashes. He showed up for 35 years. The check arrived. That was the deal. His son Daniel is 34. Daniel has $12,000 in his retirement account. That number, $12,000, sounds like something. It is not. To retire at 65 with the income Daniel needs to cover his actual expenses, he needs approximately $1.1 million. He has $12,000. He has 31 years. He can save, at most, $200 a month after rent, student loans, food, and transportation. At $200 a month, with $12,000 already saved, earning the historical market average of 7%, Daniel retires at 79. Not 65. Not 67. 79. And that here is a number most people have never heard. In 1980, 39% of American private sector workers had a pension. A defined benefit plan. Guaranteed income for life, funded by their employer. Today, that number is 12%. That collapse from 39% to 12% did not happen slowly. It happened because of one decision made in one year. 1978. The same year Robert got his job at Ford. Congress passed a routine tax code update, Section 401k. It was designed as a loophole for corporate executives to defer bonus income. Nobody planned for it to become the entire American retirement system. But corporations discovered something. A pension is a promise that costs money forever. A 401k shifts all the cost and all the risk onto the worker. So through the 1980s and 1990s, company by company, pensions were frozen, phased out, replaced. Robert had a pension because his employer carried the risk. Daniel has a 401k because Daniel carries the risk. Same country. Let us look at what actually happens. The average 401k balance for Americans at retirement age, 65 and older, is $87,000. Financial planners use something called the 4% rule. You can safely withdraw 4% of your savings each year without running out of money. 4% of $87,000 is $3,480 a year. That is $290 a month. The average Social Security payment in 2025 is $1,907 a month in income. The median monthly expenses for a retired American household, $3,800. Every month, the average retiree is $1,600 short every single month for the rest of their life. And that is the average. 45% of Americans have zero retirement savings. Nothing. 53% have less than $10,000. The people who are called on track are, almost exclusively, people who are already wealthy enough to save. This is not a personal failure. So how does it happen? 3 mechanisms. Working together. Mechanism 1. The fee drain. The average 401k charges fees of about 1% of assets per year. 1% sounds small. It is not small. Over 40 years. A 1% annual fee costs you approximately 28% of your final balance. If you would have had $500,000, you have $360,000 instead. You effectively worked 6 extra years to pay fund managers to manage money that mostly just tracked an index. This is not an accident. Mechanism 2. The timing trap. Pensions are immune to market timing. They pay regardless of what the market does. 401ks are not. In 2008, the S&P 500 fell 37%. The workers scheduled to retire in 2009, who had saved consistently for 30 years, lost 37% of their savings at the one moment in their lives when they had no time to recover. Many delayed retirement by 5 to 7 years. Some never fully recovered. The system transferred the risk of market crashes from corporations onto workers. Then a market crash happened, and the workers absorbed it. Mechanism 3. The contribution gap. In 2025, the 401k contribution limit is $23,000 per year. To maximize your 401k, you need to save $1,917 every month. The median American household income, after taxes, is approximately $4,800 a month. After rent, food, transportation, healthcare, and childcare, for most American families, there is not $1,917 left. The retirement system was designed around contribution limits that are structurally. I know what you might be thinking. This sounds hopeless. What am I supposed to do with this? You're supposed to see it clearly, because you cannot make good decisions inside a system you do not understand. Most people are optimizing the wrong thing. They are trying to save more inside a structure that was not built to help them retire. This channel exists to show you the structure. Next week we are going inside the tax code, the specific rules that make Roth IRAs, index funds, and asset ownership the closest thing most people will ever have to a pension. Subscribe, hit the bell. The people who understand this stuff retire. The people who do not work for. I want to tell you about Marcus. Marcus is 58. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. He has worked in logistics management for 30 years. He started his 401k at 28. He contributed consistently, every paycheck. He did what everyone told him to do. By 2007, Marcus had $380,000 in his retirement account. He felt on track. 65 looked possible. Then 2008 happened. By March 2009, Marcus had $198,000. He did not panic. He stayed the course. The market recovered. By 2020, he had $460,000. Then the COVID crash, down to $310,000 in 6 weeks. The market recovered again. Today, Marcus has $420,000. He is 58. He retires in 7 years at 65. At 7% growth, approximately $680,000. At the 4% rule, $27,200 a year. $2,267 a month. His actual expenses, $4,200 a month. Marcus is planning to work until 70, maybe 72. He is not bad with money. He is not lazy. He did not fail. He saved $420,000, more than most Americans will ever save, and the system still left him with a $1,900 monthly shortfall. Marcus asked me, "What did I do wrong?" Nothing, Marcus. So what do you actually do? Not platitudes. 3 concrete things. Step 1, know the number, your actual number. The 4% rule, multiply your expected annual expenses in retirement by 25. If you need $48,000 a year, you need $1.2 million saved. If you need $60,000 a year, you need $1.5 million. Most Americans have never done this math. Do the math. Write down the number. Discomfort is information. Step 2. The Roth IRA is the closest thing most people have to a pension. A Roth IRA grows tax-free. You withdraw tax-free in retirement. Max it before you touch your 401k. The 2025 limit is $7,000 a year. Inside the Roth, buy index funds, not actively managed funds, a total market index fund at 0.03% expense ratio. That 1% fee difference over 30 years is the 6 extra years of work we talked about. Do not give it away. Step 3. Know your fee rate. Fight it. Log into your 401k today. Find your expense ratios. If your funds average above 0.5%, you are overpaying. Many 401k plans have a low-fee index fund option buried in the menu. Find it, switch to it. Robert retired because his employer carried the risk. Marcus saved for 30 years and still cannot retire on time because the risk was transferred onto him. One policy at a time while he was focused on doing his job. Daniel has 31 years. If he understands the structure now, the fees, the timing risk, the Roth advantage, he has time to make different decisions. That is the only edge available. Not harder work. Not more discipline. Understanding the rules of the system you're playing inside. That is